Hello, my name is Wan. I'm a coach based in Singapore. Today, I'm going to share with you an exercise in sense and meaning making. In this exercise, I'm going to use examples from the Agile world. I was Scrum Master between 2014 and 2019. I will first share with you what I have observed in the period, my hunch, my mini making, and some ideas going forward. So, what do I observe? I hear this phrase quite frequently when I first started as a Scrum Master. This is not agile, and as time passes in the management meeting, sometimes I hear this question: how many teams are agile now? And in the later stage, I found out that there are at least 4 frameworks to scale based on the original Scrum framework. There are 4. And as a consequence, there are at least 5 certifications for Scrum Master for different organizations. So let's pause a moment. What do you observe in the Agile world? And write it down. Take as much time as you wish and pause this video if you need. When you are ready, click play again. So, and if you have an opportunity, I invite you to pause and reflect this exercise with your colleagues and stakeholders. Before we discuss the meaning making, I would like to share with you a framework by Simon Powers, and he says that there are different levels of awareness, observation, from tools all the way to mindset. And if you need time to make meaning from the observation, pause this video and play when you are ready. I'm going to share with you my mini making using the observation that I have shared just now. The first statement, this is not agile. In my mini making, that means they must be agree what is agile. So it has seems to have a binary state, agile and not agile. And on top of that, the concern seems to be on the numbers. Number of teams that are practicing agile. And if you look beyond the original team-based framework Scrum, it seems that there are a lot of choices. There's at least 4 that I know of, and they're all based on Scrum. And from the outside, it seems that different creators have different ideas, and they're all based on Scrum, and they put in their favorite support structure, scaffoldings, tools related to product development, maybe some mindset into the framework to support their scaling framework. And it seems that while they're all based on Scrum, they seem to have their own way and philosophy in scaling. And therefore, it created 5 certification and from 4 different bodies and organizations. And if I were a hiring manager for Scrum Master and without extensive experience in Scrum, I will be spoiled for choices. There are at least 5 certifications to choose from. At the same time, from my own mini making, it creates a bit of confusion. So, based on the observation and mini making, what do you think is the mindset based on this observation and mini making? If you need more time, pause the video, play when you are ready. Alright, let me share with you my hunch, my own mini making. And I would think that there seems to be a prevalent black and white thinking. First example, agile and not agile. There seems to be very little gray area. I understand a lot of agile teams are practicing Scrum, and the creator of Scrum has laid down the criteria for Scrum. So that might be the one of the contributing factor. Second, black and white in terms of number. It seems that the goal is about having as many teams practicing Agile, and that's a perception. Third, about black and white thinking, it seems that when someone have a great idea, and there's a tendency to create another framework based on Scrum and add in their favorite supporting structure, tools, and mindset. And it seems they all based on Scrum. And beyond that, there seems to be a very little relationship. I call it very little yes and in my own mini making, it create more risks in creating a silo. And if I'm going to use a picture to represent this thinking, I will use this picture on the lower right corner, an elephant on a bicycle. The bicycle signifies Scrum, and the elephant is the scaling framework, and it is in black and white. What is your meaning making? If you were discuss with your colleague and stakeholder, what do they think? And you may ask, so what? I want to share some ideas with you. And the first thing is, I think by now, year 2022, Agile has gone mainstream and it's being promoted beyond IT, like human resource, finance. And The idea I want to share is diversity beyond form. In the Agile world seems to be quite a number of frameworks to choose from. In my meaning making, I see them like hammer with different brand. There are only different from the layer above Scrum. They're all based on Scrum. So I call it different brand of hammer. Maybe we need different tools like knife, scissors, and in Agile, in the first line of Agile Manifesto, people over process and tool. I would think that for Agile to work beyond IT, the third idea, recognize humans as humans beyond the term called resource. And there's a few ideas that I have. What are the ideas from you and your colleagues? Spend a few minutes to discuss and to ponder. When you are ready, play again in this video. I'm sure many of you will ask, now what? What could the Agile practitioner do or change? And this is my proposal for you in this session. I do not know your situation, your industry, not even your company. I have no clue whether you work in a stable environment or workout world. So it's very much your path, your decision, and I encourage you to have this sense-making exercise beside your colleague with the stakeholder and find out more from the boundary of Agile into coaching, facilitation, and organization development. Thank you. Thank you for listening.